Welcome back to Concrete Maintenance. Well, today I'm showing you how to convert a Mansfield flush assembly to a Fluidmaster. Not saying that you should do this. It's probably actually better just to go with the Mansfield. You can get a kit fairly inexpensively, maybe $5. Try to put a link in the description for that. It just has a little gasket that you replace. You pull this part out. This is the flush tube. You pull out the Fluidmaster fill valve hose and then unscrew the top and then slip up the plastic part over. And then you could replace the gasket from this point. And that's the simplest way. But today I was doing an experiment to see if it was possible to convert this to a Fluidmaster fill valve. Mostly because it's easier if you have almost all the same product. Then it's much easier to maintain in the future, and that's kind of what I wanted to do without taking the whole toilet tank and separating it from the bowl and replacing the flush assembly that way. What I decided to do on this one was break out the old deal. Now I had a countertop with a banjo, and the banjo was in the way. Made this much more difficult than it needed to be. It's probably much easier just to cut this out with a saw, which is what I wound up doing later, but here it is. I broke it off and then broke out the center portion with pliers so that it wouldn't block the new flapper, but I could have just cut it with a saw. Again, I'll show that in a little bit here. Cost-wise, it's probably, the Mansfield flush valve is actually a pretty nice flush valve, so I should just stock a few of the parts. I've got some of these toilets, and it just, you replace that red piece that you see there. You can see how deteriorated this one is. And again, it's much easier to just do that. But I wanted to do this as an experiment and thought I'd make a good video and show what can actually be done. So, and again, instead of breaking this out with my pliers, I could have just cut it off with the saw, and that way have a nice clean edge. But just showing you what I did. Some of the things, and again, because it was tight in there, I couldn't really see what I was doing. I had to look in the camera to be able to see actually what I was doing, because of the angle and the banjo blocking the view. So probably looks like it's much simpler on the, if you had a straight shot in there, much easier. But that wasn't the case when I was there. But anyway, so I'm using these Fluidmaster. It's like a press-on deal that you can repair a flush valve that was leaking or letting water past it, and you just push it on. This one I tried pushing it on, and it seemed like it would work, but those little pieces were actually in the way, so I had to get in there further and take out the other little pieces. The other problem with this was I had nowhere to anchor the fill tube, the little tube from the Fluidmaster fill valve. So I wound up kind of anchoring it to the handle, and the other thing also is the handle has no hole in it for the flapper chain field, but I wound up linking them together. And as long as it's making sure that the water is aiming down into the tank, then it's okay. But so I had to fiddle with that a bit and get the chain exactly adjusted right, and I wound up taking the part, the Fluidmaster push-out valve off and then resetting it. And what I found is I had to take the putty from around the outside of the flapper field here and push that putty down all the way around and kind of overlap it better onto the flush valve to make sure that I had a complete seal all the way around. It worked good, Now in the future I can just replace the bullseye flapper, no problem. Then I don't have to, stock a different part. But thought I'd just show you this. Again, not the recommended way to do it. It's better just buy the little Mansfield deal and get in there and out of there much quicker. But just showing you what you could do if you wanted to, and given some options. And it worked out for me. It's good. But not sure I would do it this way again in the future. But just again, giving you options of what you could do. Those Mansfield gaskets, I've seen those last like 5 years and more. This one that's in here I think it's lasted like 15 years. So that's pretty amazing for a fill valve. What's nice about it is it sits on the inside of the Mansfield plastic part that goes over it. So if you have additives, tank additives, it's actually not sitting right on the what would be the flapper seal. You know, but this isn't a flapper; it's a Mansfield flush valve. So kind of a nice design, I guess. Pretty cool. But just exploring some options today on another Kung Fu maintenance video. A little different of what could be done. Kind of crazy, but that's that. Thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked the video. Hope you like all these videos. Hope they serve you well and save you some headache in the future. And hopefully they don't cause you headache. Doing something like this, probably more of a headache than just changing the gasket. But even now you can see how to change the gasket in the video. Hopefully you find value in it. Thanks for watching. Enough rambling from me. Thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. Yep, so this one had a tiny bit of a leak, so what I had to do again was take the putty and push it down around the outside of the leak. Now, part of the reason this one probably did that is that I should have removed all of the existing pieces of the gasket, or removed the existing gasket as it was worn out. Taking the putty and wrapping it over it, that did work just fine, and the putty can kind of seal irregularities as I'm just taking that putty and pushing it down and around to coat it all the way around. But again, I could have removed the other pieces of the material and that would have done it just fine as well. So just had to make sure I had no more leaks, and that's that. Again, this was a total experiment in a number of ways, and just learning more of the possibilities of this. Again, just because you can doesn't mean you should here, as the old adage goes. But this was how I did it, and now it's replaceable with just a Fluidmaster flush flapper. And this flapper is kind of nice in that you can rotate the dial for different flush settings to give a more water flush or less water flush. It gives some different options. Anyway, that was working this one out. It's a done deal. Now converted from the Mansfield flush valve to a Fluidmaster flush valve. Done deal.